Welcome to my Week 9 NFL predictions. I'm getting these out late again because I've just been exhausted from work recently. And last week I went 8-5. It's all right. It's not good, not horrible. And with that, I'm 72-49 on the season, in third place in my Pick'em League, behind my buddy Travis and my other buddy Bryant. This week, the Jets, the Browns, Eagles, and Buccaneers are all on byes. And I will be using Madden 26, quote-unquote, prediction footage of the game of the week, which will be the Chiefs and the Bills, I believe. So I simulated that game in Madden 26. So first up, we got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night, tonight, technically. I have the Ravens. The Ravens dominated the Bears last week, 30-16, and the Dolphins dominated the Falcons, 34-10. Both teams have 2 wins on the season, which is surprising, if I'm being honest. And they're both attempting to pick up the slack right now. The Ravens are looking better than the Dolphins, and they even have their backup. So I believe the Ravens will win 28-13, and if Lamar is back, it could be a bigger gap than that. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bears got slaughtered, like I just stated, 16-34 versus the Ravens. And the Bengals choked a 17-3 lead to lose 38-39 to the Jets, to give the Jets their first win on the season. The Bears, they looked abysmal last week, and they just got their streak ended. They had 4 in a row. And the Bengals, they still looked all right with 69-year-old Joe Flacco. Sorry, I was pulling my sleeves up. This is going to be tough. I guess it just depends on how each team, well, obviously all games depend on how each team looks. I think the Bengals squeeze out a win, 28-22. Next, we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The Vikings coming off a 37-10 beating against the Chargers, and the Lions coming off of a bye. The Vikings are just looking worse and worse each week, and the Lions are still looking like a top team in the NFC. Lions win 38-24. Sorry if I keep sniffing after each time. I am getting a little bit sick, I believe. Next, we got my Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Panthers got destroyed by the Bills 40-9. Andy Dalton looked awful. I miss Bryce Young, and hopefully he's back this week. They need to run the ball. Run the ball! And the Packers beat the Steelers 35-25 in the revenge game. The Panthers are hit or miss right now. With Bryce Young, they look pretty decent. With anybody else, they look terrible. And the Packers, they're a dominant force in the NFC, just like the Lions. So I believe the Packers win 31-14. Next, we got the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The Broncos, despite what I thought, dominated the Cowboys 44-24, but Pat Surtain went down. And the Texans beat the 49ers 26-15, in a bit of a shock. Both teams are looking decent coming into this week. The Texans are starting to pick it up. And with Surtain possibly being out, I think he is out. I haven't checked. And Nico coming back, I think the Texans eke out a 25-23 victory. Next, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots. The Falcons, like I said earlier, got destroyed 34-10 versus the Dolphins. And the Patriots beat the Browns, beat them down 32-13. The Patriots still atop the AFC East right now. I think they're technically in second in the entire AFC. I don't know. Fact check me. Don't do it. And the Falcons are just bad. Patriots win cheeky 28-3. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. I almost said New England. The 49ers lost 26-15 against the Texans, and the Giants lost to the Eagles 38-20 and lost to Cam Scatterbo. And they had a few bullshit calls, as far as I saw. I think this is going to be kind of a boring game. And with all the 49ers injuries, it could go honestly either way. However, I think the 49ers win 20-16 with Malik Nabers and Cam Scatabo now out. I think it's game over for the Giants. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts. Versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers lost the revenge game against the Packers 35-25, and the Colts kept their dominance alive with a 38-14 win versus the Titans to stay atop the AFC. I think they're 8-1, 7-1, or 8-1, one of the two. The Steelers, they need that defense to step up because it is looking bad. If it does, there's a possibility for them to win. However, if it doesn't, I see the Colts winning 34-27. The Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Chargers beat up the Vikings 37-10, and the Titans got beat up 38-14 against the Colts. The Chargers are looking to keep up this momentum. I think this might be 2 in a row. I'm not going to look. And honestly, I think the Titans are possibly the worst team in the NFL right now. They're definitely bottom 3 at least. The Chargers win 30-6. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The Saints lost to the Buccaneers 23-3, and the Rams, they are coming back from their bye. The Saints are starting Tyler Shuck, and the Rams are still looking dominant, one of the best teams in the NFC. The NFC West is relatively amazing this season, outside of the Cardinals. I think the Rams win 42-0. I know, bold prediction, but I think that's what's going to happen. Next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Why do I keep trying to say new Raiders? Both teams coming off much-needed byes, and the Jags are looking to break a 2-game losing streak. Honestly, this could go either way, knowing how the Jaguars are. But with that being said, I think the Jaguars will squeak out a win, 21-20. All right, we got game of the week. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs are coming off a 28-7 win versus the Commanders, and the Bills, like we said, dominated the Panthers 40-9. Both teams are looking to continue building up their momentum. This was a much-needed victory for the Bills. They were on a 2-game losing streak, I believe. I think. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Yeah, and they were coming off their bye. The Chiefs are looking like the good Chiefs that we remember from the past few seasons. I think this is going to be a shootout, and the Bills will win 41-35 because it is not the playoffs. Now we got Sunday night, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Seahawks, they're one of the other teams coming off their bye, and the Commanders took that 28-7 L versus the Chiefs. The Seahawks, just like the Rams, are looking like one of the better NFC teams with only 2 losses to their name. And the Commanders they're just a poor team right now with Daniels being injured. He might be back, but even if he is, I think this is going to be another unfortunate game for the Commanders. The Seahawks win 28-18. And finally, Monday night, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cardinals coming off the bye. It's just like every other team, apparently. And the Cowboys took that massive 44-24 L against the Broncos. Both these teams are pretty poor this season. The Cowboys, they're more on the mid side. So I think this is going to go either way. And I think the Cowboys squeak out a 28-26 victory. So with that being said, I have the Ravens, Bengals, Lions, Packers, Texans, Patriots, 49ers, Colts, Chargers, Rams, Jaguars, Bills, Seahawks, and the Cowboys getting victories this week. And that's about it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me how wrong I am, and I will catch you guys next week. Well, actually, I'm working on a small video. Well, it's actually going to be a big video. So look out for that. It's going to be a Madden 26 video. Half Madden 26, half something else. I'll let you guys know. But until then, I will catch you guys probably next week for the predictions. Peace.